Hello everybody, Zachary here with Yogurt Box Gaming. Haley is doing some work and handing out candy.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, she says. It is Halloween night, and so for me, it is the Halloween of Warcraft, since Chloe is out trick-or-treating, and I'm going to do a little trick-or-treating myself, but inside World of Warcraft. I have a little goal here. My goal is to get enough tricky treats to purchase one or more of the Halloween toys, the Halloween toys that I haven't got. Each one costs 150 tricky treats, so I'm not terribly optimistic I'm going to get all of them. I don't think I have 600 tricky treats in me tonight, but I might get one or two. So let's see where we are here. Well, I'm in Stormwind. Let's see how many tricky treats I have in my bag. I have 109, and that's a good start. But I need to get over to Kalimdor since I already covered the Eastern Kingdoms yesterday. So I'm going to hop on my mount. I'm going to cruise over to Kalimdor. We're going to take the portal to Darnassus. Several ways to get to Kalimdor, but I find this one the most intuitive. I actually did about a third of Kalimdor yesterday as well, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off, and we'll see what we see here in Halloween night in World of Warcraft. See if it's busy or not too busy. I don't see too many people running around, so maybe it's not a very busy night in the game. Alright, to Darnassus we go, and then we'll figure out where we're going to fly. If memory serves, I left off at Mount Hyjal, but I don't remember exactly where, so we're just going to pick the next zone below that. Okay, so let's see where we're going to go. Actually, you know what I should do? I should, I could fly myself on the Headless Horseman mount. That would be festive. Now let's go down to Ashenvale. Now, what I really can't remember is where exactly the inns are, which flight points have inns and which don't, because I've only played this game for 17 years, and you'd think I'd remember that, but I don't. So let's cruise down here to Black Fathom Camp in Ashenvale, and see if there's an inn there. And we're just going to go flight path to flight path to flight path, get some tricky treats. I think I'm going to queue up for the Headless Horseman dungeon one more time as well, so let's get queued up for that. There we go. I already have the Headless Horseman mount, but what I really don't know is whether there are any other collectible appearances I can get, any weapons or armor that I can get from the Headless Horseman that I don't already have. So we're just going to try it. Let's get queued up for that. Notice the new user interface. We have the new Dungeon Finder icon down here. Oh, it says only 1 minute, so everyone and their mother is doing the Headless Horseman dungeon tonight, apparently. It took me probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years to get the Headless Horseman mount. I'd try it every year and wouldn't get it. And 1 year, I finally got it a few years ago. Alrighty. Well, I hope everyone's having a good Halloween out there. It's nice to see people out trick-or-treating after the pandemic. The pandemic's really still kind of going on, but at least people are out having a good time again. Some semblance of normalcy. I don't know if you guys can hear, but we have a little Halloween ambiance on the TV, so if ever... Oh, we're turning it up a little bit, so in hopes that you can hear our Halloween ambiance. So that is not really our wind howling and our scary noises. Manufactured by someone else. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I don't get to this part of the world too much anymore, unless I'm leveling up a new alt. And even then, I'm usually playing one of the various expansions through Chromie, so it's kind of fun just to dink around in old parts of the world, and we'll see how many tricky treats we can get. I have 109, so I need 41 to get the first toy. So the second we get enough... Oh, there's our dungeon. Let's do the Headless Horseman. Assuming everyone hits the button okay. I've fully adjusted to the new user interface finally. I hadn't for a while. It took me a few days, but I finally decided what I needed to do is actually just stop staring at the interface and start playing the game and let the interface just fade into the background. And that finally did the trick. Once I stopped paying attention to it, I decided I liked it after all. But for a while, I was like, I hate this interface. I'm not big on change, as my mother would attest to. Oh, someone declined. Drat. They must be handing out candy like we are. See if it takes less than a minute again. That was a pretty fast dungeon queue. Let's look at the scenery a little bit here. I always liked this area. Oh, here we go. Try it again. Take two. Got a nice hot cup of coffee here and a cool Idaho evening. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, there is no inn here, is there? So we got to. Oop. I was gonna move on, but then we just got in the dungeon here. Let's get a buff on everyone. There we go. This is an easy dungeon. You just kind of hack away at the headless horseman. His head flies off, flies around, flies back on him. Hack away at him some more. Do that a couple times and see what you get. Boom. Finally got my talents mostly worked out. I'm not totally happy with these talents, but they're not too bad. I need to rearrange my action bars just a little bit, I think, based on which abilities I find myself actually using. I always got to remember to use my avatar. It causes 20% more damage. Okay, so now we're at the Headless Horseman walking around stage without his head. And he's back. Oop. But I'm disoriented. I'm actually still kind of amazed. This is not a super high-end laptop, not by a long shot, but it sure plays a dungeon and streaming just fine thanks to the graphics card, and it only has a 3060 graphics card, which is by no means top of the line, but it is adequate. I'm actually kind of curious. I've started to realize that most people play zoomed out, kind of like this, and I don't. I play a little more zoomed in like this, and I don't know if that's super distracting or super good in a stream, so if you notice that you really love or hate that I zoom in more than most people, let me know, and I'm not saying I'll make any adjustments, I'm just really curious. Oh, there we go. That was fast. Where'd he go, though? Where is the Headless Horseman's body? Okay, I already have. I don't need the Wicked Witch's signet. But let's see what's in our loot-filled pumpkin. I got the Sinister Squashling, which I already had. Sinister Slicer. That's only a one-handed weapon, and I use two-handed weapons on this character. Undead Male Mask. Let's put on a mask. That's fun. There we go. Check me out. Oh yeah, super scary. Get on my magic broom. There we go. And flying around here. Check out this dungeon. There's nothing to really do here. It's just kind of neat to check it all out. We're inside, what is it? The Scarlet Monastery, of course. But let's get out of here and get back to our trick-or-treating. Tricky-treating. Oh, I didn't want to log out. Excuse me. I wanted to leave the instance group. So I was about to click a fight path when we got into our dungeon there. So let's see. Let's head down to Astronar. I'm almost certain there's a inn in Astronar, if memory serves. actually, I want to check something here. I think maybe I had turned my sound down. I did, so you guys are not hearing any sound probably, and now you probably are, and that is my fault. But now you got some in-game sound along with my trick-or-treating narration. I think this is immersive as we can make it tonight. World of Warcraft sounds, spooky Halloween sounds. The laughter of candy grubbing kids out the door. Okay, let's go find the inn. We're getting, I think, 3 tricky treats per inn. Oh, what is this? We have a blood elf monk over here causing some mayhem, doing some PvP. I need to kill some enemies with these with this nerds buff because there's an achievement for killing 10 enemies while under the influence of the nerds candy. GNERDS. I forget what it stands for. Let's see here. Oh, do I have it? Yeah, there we go. Gnomish, nutritional, effervescent, remarkably delicious sweets. Nerds. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Handful of treats. When you're trick-or-treating in World of Warcraft, you have to remember to open these handful of treats, otherwise you can't loot the next one. So we got another wand, a leper gnome, interesting, and some more chewy felt taffy, I think, and a night elf mail mask. I don't know what I already had here. Okay, let's move on. We're going to go as fast as we can here and get as much candy as we can get. True Halloween fashion. Hallow's End fashion. It's not Halloween, it's Hallow's End. That's right. I guess I might as well check my mail while I'm right near a mailbox. Really? Mm-hmm. Alright, get us a little gold there. Let's go back to the flight path. I almost forget where the flight path is here. It's like tucked back in here, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's way over here. Well, it is really quiet in the game, actually. Guess everyone's doing real-life things. Where's their sense of adventure? Okay, we want to go to... I think we'll go to Forest Song, and then we'll circle back here to Stardust Spire. And we're gonna... Because I did all these top zones in Kalimdor yesterday, so we're going to kind of zigzag our way down, all the way down to Oldham. And, so, okay, so Forest Song, Ashenvale is next. Flying through the cataclysm-affected part of Ashenvale here. It's kind of a shame, actually. This fire's been burning a long time now. Good 10 years or so. 10 or 12 years. 12 years, I think. Now that there are so many portals in the game, you don't really have to fly around the world like you do here, so this is kind of a retro experience to zigzag around on a flying mount. I haven't really got into WoW Classic, but I might want to go check out Northrend and Wrath of the Lich King Classic here soon. Remind myself what it was like when it first came out. Wow, we're still getting 100 frames a second streaming. Not bad. Well, I have to admit, Halloween has never been my favorite holiday. I don't particularly care for dressing up very much. I always like staying home and handing out candy mainly, and I'm more of a Thanksgiving and Christmas and Valentine's Day kind of person. Well, there's another player. Hello. Is there an inn here? I can't tell. There might be one down here. I'm not 100% sure, and I can't tell from the minimap. One thing I don't really care for about the new minimap, it actually hides a lot of the icons for relevant things until you get somewhat close, and that's not very helpful. I want to know if there's an inn over here or not, and I can't tell because I can't rely on my minimap. I think you gotta go down here and take a look. Is there an inn or not? Kind of doesn't look like it, does it? No, no inn here. Okay, so we said we're going to fly down to Stardust Spire. What's our treat count? 118? Not too many more and I can get my first toy. This is the reason I don't do any in-game content, because I just dink around and do this kind of thing. Also, I should say I'm going to apologize if anyone was watching and commenting. I'm on my laptop and I don't have a second monitor, so I really can't keep an eye on the stream chat comments. So if you are wondering why I'm not replying, I'm desperately not trying to be rude. Saying very much here because I'm just kind of enjoying looking around at the scenery. I haven't flown through this part of the world in a little while, and reminding myself what's here. It's over there. Was that Silverwind Refuge somewhere over there? Looks like it. Off in the distance there. Turn south here, I think, in a second. Give or take. Oh, it's gonna kind of fly us around to the right and then down. So you have to hit the astronaut flight path. I was trying to remember if Hallow's End was in the original game or if it was added in a later patch. I really don't remember at this point. Okay, so is there an inn here? I think there is. Maybe not. Is this an inn? Nope, no inn here, I don't think, actually. We're striking out. Alright, next flight path. So let's see. Stone Talon Mountains. Yeah, let's hit all the flight paths in Stone Talon Mountains. So, Thaldera Overlook. Let's go. Not the prettiest zone by a long shot, but the goblins have done a number on this zone. Deforestation and whatnot. Check out this giant water wheel. How Roman of them. We just saw a TV special on Roman water wheels. Merkfallen Lake. Look at all this pollution. What are these goblins up to? Lord only knows. I kind of forgot there was a working elevator here. When I think of the elevators, I think of that one elevator that went down to, oh, where is that? Let's see. 1,000 Needles. That's now flooded, but it didn't used to be. Okay, is there an inn here? Oh, there is. Here we go. There's our candy bucket. So we wave hi to the little demon and the person in a demon costume. Hello. What did I turn into? I turned into a wisp. Here, I'm gonna get a good close-up of my wisp. There we go. So you can get a screenshot of that, but that's okay. Let's open our treats. More nerds. 3 more tricky treats. 121. Off we go. Hello everyone, you people who don't know you're in a stream. Oh, the things that happen around us without our knowledge, huh? Alright, so what is the next one? I think we're going to hit Merkfallen Post. Or actually, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go to Farwatcher's Glen. Then we'll circle around to the right, then we'll fly over to Nigel's Point and head down into Desolus. So, Farwatcher's Glen first. Off we go. I always thought it's kind of a shame you can't be on a griffin in your costume. I can wear my mask here, but I can't be in my little wisp costume or scourge costume or anything like that. Probably would just be more to animate all the different attachment points and whatnot. Like, I'm going to hide my quest stuff here. We don't really need the quest log open right now. More Cataclysm Scars over here, I think. One thing about the interface that I'm not really sure how to deal with, like I don't have both stances activated, like my battle stance and the protection stance, but I still get this stance bar. I'd love to turn it off if there's only one, but I don't know how to do that. It doesn't seem to be an option to disable it, so maybe there is no way in the new user interface. But you see, one thing that's weird is when I get my, when I'm on a mount and I have my vehicle dismount button, it's on top of this other button. So I have 2 little single buttons stacked on top of each other. Not wild about that. Okay, here we go. More candy. Oh, another wisp. Alright, let's see what we got. More nerds, that's all. 124 tricky treats. As soon as we hit 150, we're going to go back and buy a toy, then we'll continue our journey here. So, we need to head to Merkfallen Post. Then if we need to continue, we'll head over to Outland and Northrend and wherever else the trail of tricky treats leads. Until we get tired of doing this. Had a very productive day. I'm doing a little freelance contract work and got all my work done for the day, so I'm going to reward myself with a little frivolous WoW time. There is no inn here, is there? Nope. Let's mosey on. So we need to go to Windshear Hold next. Real close, shouldn't take long. This is one of these rare but still not non-existent ugly brown zones. That's how I think of this one. This is an ugly brown zone. Actually, the architecture is amazing. If you look around, look at these mountains. They're aptly named Stone Talon Mountains. They look like giant claws coming out of the ground. Yeah, I think there's an inn down here. Fallowmere Inn. Open our treats. What did we get? Just 2 tricky treats. 126. Only 2? Cheapskates. Those goblin cheapskates. So let's see. We need to go to North Watch Expedition Base Camp. Really should be hanging out in Darkshore or something in Halloween. Not Darkshore, Duskwood. I always get those two mixed up. Duskwood. Spider webs and other such things. But Halloween is celebrated everywhere in WoW. Turn off the interface and enjoy the ride here for a minute. Okay, is there an inn here? I think there is. I can see a little exclamation mark for the quest. Let's see. Handful of treats. What did I get turned into? I'm a cat. Check me out. Here, I'm gonna eat some treats and look wicked. There, now I'm a wicked cat. Wish I could zoom right up in here on this cat, but I don't think I can. Nope. Okay, what did we get? Soothing Spearmint Candy and 3 tricky treats. Let's see. Oh, I was tricked. I cannot cast or attack for 5 more seconds. Okay, we're going to head over to Desolace now, I believe. Because the Barrens goes pretty far south, so we'll swing back and hit the Barrens here in Ratchet after we do Desolace. Let's go. I love that you still see these little swirly... you know, wicked things above your head even when you're on your flight path mount. Got these spider webs down here. That's pretty spooky. It's apt for Hallow's End. raining here. Here is in the game, not in Idaho. Okay, the inn is pretty far away here, I think, right? Yeah, it's way up here. What'd we get? More soothing spearmint candy. Okay, keep trying to get a decent screenshot with this candy bucket thing, but the innkeeper's kind of in the way. Oop, that didn't work. Yeah, that's not going to work, not here at least. The candy bucket in each inn is laid out a little differently. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to Ethel Rethor. And then we'll head over to Thunk's Abode, Carnum's Glade, and Thargad's Camp. But let's go to Ethel Rethor next. I don't think there's an inn there, but I want to be thorough. Thunder Axe Fortress. Like a Halloween kind of area. Okay, only 19 more treats to our first toy. Is there an inn here? I don't think so, actually. This is just a little outpost of some sort. Yep, no luck. Okay, so we're gonna head off to, we said Thunk's Abode. Ride one of these very pretty hippogriffs. It's not looking promising that there's an inn here, is there? Is it? Nope, nope, nope. It's even less of an outpost. Alright, Carnum's Glade. I think there's an innkeeper in Carnum's Glade. You know what I miss about Desolace here? I miss being able to choose your Centaur faction. You had to pick one of two Centaur factions, remember to ally yourself with. In fact, I still think they're listed here in their reputation. Let's see. What do we have? It's way down here in Classic, right? Ah, yeah, here we go. It was the Gelkis clan Centaur or the Magrum clan Centaur, and you couldn't be both. But now I'm exalted with both because they did away with that at some point. But I If you remember way back when, you had to choose which centaur faction you were allied with. Okay, I think the inn is over this way. Yep, here we go. Oh, that's festive, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Handful of treats. Let's turn off the interface. That's a great screenshot right there for the stream, I think. So we'll get a nice screenshot of that. And there we go. Perfect. And let's open our tricky treats, or our handful of treats. Chewy fell taffy. And I'm a frog. Right down here, check me out. Hoppity hop. Okay. To Thargad's camp. $134 treats for you folks keeping track of the tricky treat counter. Kodo Graveyard. It's Halloween-ish. All those giant bones over there. There aren't too many occasions in World of Warcraft just to gratuitously run around the world for no reason, or a superficial reason like gathering candy, so enjoy this when it comes around. Let's see, is there an inn here? There's a Hero's Call board, but no inn, I don't think. Oh yeah, the Explorers League is here. Food and drink, is probably no Halloween stuff here. Oh, I do have a little Halloween brew, don't I? I have the Spectral Grog. Let's have a drink of Spectral Grog. Transform into a Spectral Pirate and get you drunk to boot. There we go. I'm a Spectral Pirate. This is the day for costumes, so... Hello. Let's wave to someone crashing the stream here. Say hi, you're in a stream. High Priest Anuv. The Stone Cutters is the guild name. Oh, it must be away from keyboard. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. Hi there, and cool. All two viewers say hi back. Happy Hallow's End. Can we turn them into something? Do I have any pumpkins? Oh, and I'm out of my pumpkin heads. Off we go. Goodbye, Desolus. So we're going to head over to Honor's Stand in the Southern Barrens, and I think we'll hit Ratchet and then continue our trek down the Barrens here. have a little bit of a trek to get to Southern Barrens. Yeah, it's all the way over here. So, hang back, enjoy the ride. Have a drink of your spectral grog if you have some. There's got to be a pumpkin spice latte somewhere in the game, or something equivalent. Probably can't be a pumpkin spice latte. You know, I don't know if you can trademark pumpkin spice latte. I don't know.
Everybody's got one though, so
everybody's got one.
Duncan has one, so I feel like. But
it's like in that movie Better Off Dead. Everybody wants some. Haley is not a fan of pumpkin spice. I, on the other hand, think it's great. So.
I'm Team Apple.
Makes me want to make a pumpkin pie. Yum, yum, yum. Or an apple pie, or both. I haven't really noticed if there's any special food and drink just for Hallow's End. The Spectral Grog, I think, is one. But I haven't really checked out the drink vendors. Near the Hallow's End stuff, like outside Stormwind, I mean. Maybe we'll check it out when we go buy our first toy. 16 more tricky treats. And of course I can do this on other characters too, so if I run out of tricky treats here, I can hop characters and get more. Got the Zeppelin over there in the distance. Grim Totem Post. I love the names in the game. They all evoke something. Alright, to the Barrens we go. The Barrens is just not what it used to be. I miss it when it was a big open single zone before it was split into Northern Barrens and Southern Barrens. It was just so amazingly desolate and immersive, and a lot of action there, like at the crossroads and whatnot. But you could still, go fight a bunch of plains creatures. I enjoyed it. Ah, yeah, here we go. There is a pumpkin. Pumpkin on the plains. Oh, what do I get turned into? I am a white. Yes, but I got turned into one randomly by the pumpkin. Okay, open the thing. Oh, what did I get? I got another wand. A skeleton wand. There's nothing to do with these wands other than use them, so at some point I gotta get into a party and start casting these wands. And I've only been turned into a couple things, actually. Let's go to the Hallow's End achievements, take a look real quick. Let's see, it's under World Events. Hallow's End. So what do we have here? The Masquerade. Get transformed by the hallowed wands listed below. Got a bat, a ghost, a leper gnome, ninja, pirate, skeleton, and a wisp. And in all these years, I've only been transformed into two things, a bat and a skeleton. So I am really missing out here, apparently. By a wand, not by the pumpkins themselves.
I turned you into a white. Did it not count?
Oh, that's not on the list.
No.
For some reason, a white is not on that list. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Ratchet. Then we'll just kind of zigzag through the Barrens and Dustwallow Marsh here. Then we'll go over to Feralis after that. So Ratchet, here we come. Don't expect much from the goblins of Ratchet. Cheapskates. skimming off the top of the candy bucket, which I'm about to do here in a little bit. Parents' prerogative. Parent tax, as we call it. So look how open, and I really like wide open spaces, so the Barrens is perfect for me. This is the kind of thing I wish newer levels would have. I think they pack everything in a little too tightly in newer expansions and zones. I like these wide open vistas and a little room to breathe without worried about getting attacked at around every corner. I hear Dragonflight is a little more like that, a little more like that than Battle for Azeroth, and definitely more than Shadowlands. But I haven't done the beta test. I've watched a couple of videos, but I've purposely been holding back a little bit. I want to be surprised here in a month or so. T-minus 4 weeks. It is November tomorrow. I have so much work to do in 30 days for my contract work. I don't even want to think about that either, but... let's see, I think there's an inn. Is there an inn in Ratchet? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, actually. I could swear there's a place to set your Hearthstone here somewhere. Is this it? No, it's the general store. Oh, it's up there. Up and around the bend. Hello, festive horde people. Okay. Hello.
Another dad joke.
Oh, we have a candy dad joke here, apparently. What's the joke?
What type of truck is never lonely?
What type of truck is never lonely?
A pickup truck.
A pickup truck. Ha ha ha. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I got turned into a... look, I'm a spectral spider because I have the spectral grog on, and I'm a translucent spider. Check me out. That's ridiculous looking. How many tricky treats did I get? See, only 2. I knew the goblins weren't going to give me more than a couple. Surprised they gave me 2. I like being a spider. I wish I could be one of these permanently. Look at this.
Yes, I was turned into a spider.
Okay. Let's continue our trek. 12 more tricky treats. Back up to the Flight Master. Way over here. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to hit all these flight paths here, and then we're going to head over to Feralis. So let's go to North Watch Hold in the Southern Barrens. Oh, hello, we're flying right over the ship as it goes. That's cool. Nice view. Keep the ship in focus there for a minute. There it goes. Off to the Eastern Kingdoms. See, wasn't the game so much more immersive when you just had to fly around like this? No portals, not in a rush. Give you a chance to get up and straighten out your shorts. Okay, here we are. I think there's an inn here. I'm almost certain I see a... Oh yeah, there's a candy bucket right in there. Must be inside the tower here. There are places even though I know there are inns here, I've never actually set my Hearthstone there. Handful of treats. What do we get? More nerds. Should we bob for apples right here too? Spider bobbing for apples. There we go. Restores 22,500 health, so those apples pack a punch. Nutrient-dense apples. Okay, so now let's go to Fort Triumph. Looks like probably if we zigzag through the couple flight paths in the Barrens here, that might give us enough to go get our first toy. Then we can come back and hit Feralus. See how far we can get. I only get to collect those toys once a year, so last few years I obviously haven't prioritized it. Although I did get all the pets. Like, let's do a little pet show and tell here. I forget the name of all of them, but let's see here. Pets. One is this thing, Naxi. Check that out. It's a cool Halloween pet. And I've got let's see. There's like a ghost cat of some sort. See if I can find it real quick. Start at the bottom because I think it's probably low level. I don't think I've leveled it up. But I don't remember what it's called. Not just called Ghost Cat, nope. Well, we'll find it when we go buy the toys. Okay, let's go find the candy bucket. There it is, outside. I am a Banshee. Check me out. That's a cool screenshot too, actually. Let's get one of that. There we go. Open our treats. 144. Yeah, it's too bad some of these things aren't playable races. It'd be cool to be a Banshee. He's going, no. You want to play a Banshee? You could? Be cool. Alright, let's see. Since it's going to force us to fly this way anyway, we might as well go to Dustwallow Marsh, Mudsprocket, and then circle up to Theramore. And that'll probably be all of them or close to all of them. Mudsprocket, here we come. Although that's goblins too, so wouldn't hold my breath. I'm actually really curious if the goblin controlled inns give 2 and all the others give 3. So far that seems to be true. Two for you, one for me, 2 for you, 1 for me. Also not the most scenic zone here. Dustwallow Marsh. Like all the Spanish moss hanging off the trees though, check that out. Okay. Forget how to get in here, I gotta go around, right? Okay, we're going to test our theory. Do we get 2 candies or 3 candies? Up the stairs. Axel the innkeeper. I wouldn't trust Axel as far as I can throw him. Gotta get turned into another cat. Okay, and let's see. Nope, I got 3. I guess the goblins aren't cheap after all. I thought maybe the... Oh, I'm a ghost cat because I have the ghost thing on. Cute. The spectral grog, I mean. It's funny that that stacks with the other costume. It's 147. And this will be perfect because we could take the boat from Theramore, I believe, right? Forget where that boat goes, though. Somewhere in the Eastern Kingdoms. But since we have to take a boat anyway, we might as well take that boat. Oh yeah, I got a Pyroblast Cinnamon Ball. I haven't had many of those this time around. Makes you look hot. Just puts a little red spinny thing over your head. We'll put it on. Why not? Okay. Candy's not really useful for anything. I guess there's an achievement for eating a ton of candy and making yourself sick, but I got that a long time ago. There we go. See? Check it out. Fireball above my head. Oh yeah, looking hot. Hot spider. Okay. Where's the inn? It is over... It's like back... Here, I'm going to fly there. It's like back this way, isn't it? Maybe not. Is there an inn here? I think there is. Ah, yeah, here it is. Way over here. Do-do-do-do. Hello, innkeeper Janine. I'm a spectral snake. Did I get 3? I did, so I've got 150. Perfect. We'll catch the boat and go pick up a toy. Let's see, the boat is that way. Oh, we're going to catch that boat or just miss it. Oh, it's just arriving. Perfect. We might just make that boat. If we can get over there in a hurry. I guess I could fly over there just to be on the safe side, but that's okay. Not in a rush. One thing I've noticed since I've started streaming that I tend to kind of play with my camera down like this, but it's much more satisfying in a stream to be able to see the scenery, so I'm going to practice keeping my camera up a little more. In fact, I was reading a book on the making of World of Warcraft, and that's one thing they discovered, that a lot of players actually play with their camera kind of facing down the ground a little bit. And they didn't anticipate that. They thought that they would be able to use like landmarks in the city, like the cathedral in Stormwind as a navigation point, but no one ever kept the camera up, so no one ever saw it. So they quickly learned people relied on the mini-map and what was on the ground before them, and didn't really navigate by landmarks very much.
I've tried. It's weird.
Tried.
Having it kind of more like this.
Yeah.
It's weird to play. I can't play like that.
So you play more with your camera
But
facing down
barely,
as well?
but
Mm-hmm.
just a little.
Yeah, well, you still want to see forward a little bit, right? But okay, and we're off. Such an epic adventure we're on today. I like my little spider swaying back and forth. He's rocking out to the music. So it's taking us to the wetlands, I believe? Yes, here we go. I think this is the side of the boat we're going to exit from. So yeah, see, normally I keep my camera down like this, but that's nicer, isn't it? Let's go find a flight path, and we will fly to Stormwind. I forget where the flight path is. Check out these new fishing icons, too. Not wild about those. I guess they actually look like fish, which is an improvement over the random little icon that was there before, but not wild about the boring yellow fish. Oh, there's the flight path. What did this guy say? First Mate Kowalski says, Captain Stash will be arriving shortly, sir. Bart Tidewater says, we held our place here as long as we could, but it still wasn't enough. Bart Tidewater says, nobody could hold a place like him, lads. Nobody. Red Jack Flint says, we know, Captain. We know. I love the random dialogue that happens if you're. It's it's easy not to pay attention to it, but it's actually really, really funny if you start paying attention to the NPC dialogue. Okay. To Stormwind, and then back to Feralis and see if we can get enough to get one more toy. I'm not sure I have that many tricky treats left in me. Let's see, how does it fly us? Does it fly us by way of Ironforge? It must. Oh yeah, look at us, we're almost flying vertically here. Up this mountain face. Into the snow. I wonder if we can see the is it the dwarves or the gnomes that are doing sledding on one of the mountain faces? I don't remember where that was. Somewhere up in the mountains here. I think it's more over to the this side over here. Carnos. Frostmane Front. Good names. Dun Moreau or Morogue. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Searing Gorge. Remember how mysterious this zone seemed. So if you remember back in the original game, this was a high-level zone. And so as a new player, you just fly over it. You wouldn't actually spend any time here. It was very mysterious. Like, what is this? What is this Searing Gorge with Pyrox Flats? Looks very dangerous, but you'd never go there until you reach fairly close to max level. It's a little teaser of the difficult parts of the game to come. Nice design. Makes you wanting more. I like this little ceremonial platform here. Some sort of an altar. Some bones in the middle being worshipped by these hooded figures with swords. Druid figures. I think Warcraft does a really good job of pre-populating the game with little doodads that give a hint of culture to the game. You know, there's some history to it, but they don't bother explaining what it is, but it's still interesting enough to wonder what it is. Makes me want to do like a cultural tour of Azeroth and find all the little cultural places that are not really explained. All the little altars and buildings of some importance and ruins, and it's a game with history. Even when it was new, it was a game with history. Ah, good old Northshire Valley. Northshire Abbey, where it all began. Still there, although the vineyards are on fire now. I'd like to see them move the story in the older zones forward a little bit. Like, put out those fires and replant the vines. Cry for mercy, the reckoning has come. Okay, let's just jump off this thing. We'll just kind of take a swim here. How about that? Maybe a swimming spider. Looks like it's just walking underwater. Could have done a slightly better job on the swimming animation for this spider thing. I had forgotten that this little fishing pier wasn't here in vanilla. I was kind of browsing around the other day in WoW Classic and noticed that this little dock wasn't here. I'd forgotten that. Alright, this is Operation Do Not Get Hit by a Stink Bomb. Actually, I could. I'll be a stinky spider. Why not? There you go. Am I getting hit with it? There we go. I'm a stinky spider. Check me out. Okay. The only question remains, which toy do I want to buy? Let's see. Candy and toy vendor. I've got 4 choices, I believe. I already have the hallowed helm. Okay, here are my 4 choices. A little wicker man. Builds a little burning wicker man that increases the spirits of those nearby by 1 and allows cooking. It's a little wicker man cooking fire. That's fun. You can have a horse head costume, a horse tail costume, and a headless horseman's hearthstone. Oh, I gotta have the hearthstone, I think. As much as I want the little wicker man, an extra hearthstone would be pretty cool. 150. Yeah, I like collecting the hearthstones, and I don't have that one yet. So, tough choice, but I'm going to go hearthstone. Let's learn it real quick before we forget. Okay, Headless Horseman's Hearthstone. Nice. What were those pets? Where's the pet vendor? It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Wand vendor. Mask vendor. Candy and toy vendor. It's hiding behind someone here. Pet vendor. Here we go. So yeah, here are the pets I already have. I have the Sinister Squeshling. In fact, I have 3 of those. Widget the Departed. That's the one I was thinking of. The little ghost cat. A Cursed Berman, and Naxi. There are these little costumes you can buy to dress up your perky pet pug, but not worried about that. Although the little starlet costume is hilarious. Okay, can we preview it? No, we can't. Okay, there we go. Here, let's take off this costume, and that costume, and that costume, and let's try our new Hearthstone. Maybe it'll be my new Hearthstone. You know, these icons at the bottom right now all look the same, and I have to mouse over them to remember which one is collection. It's the horseshoe. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's cool. It's got flames. Okay, that's my new favorite Hearthstone. That's cool. We're going to use that. In fact, I'm going to replace it right now, lest I forget. Okay, we are replacing the regular Hearthstone with that. Nice. Okay, and notice it put a pumpkin head on you when you do it, too. That's a cool Hearthstone. I don't know if I'll probably get bored with it eventually, but... Alright, shall we continue our journey? We gotta get back to Kalimdor again. I think rather than flying up to Darnassus, we're just gonna go back to Wetlands and then go back to where we were. Continue our journey. So we need the flight path if we're gonna do that. And if I don't get enough, then I'll just hold on to them for next year. Put them in the bank. We've got Halloween candy from last year, so I can hold on to tricky treats for a year. Up to Wetlands. Notice the sunset here. It's getting to be evening time in the game, although server time is 7:03 p.m. We'll at least try to finish up trick-or-treating in Kalimdor. Yeah, there's the vineyards. It used to be so pretty. Remember gathering grapes at the vineyards. Now you have to put out fires. It's one of the introductory quests.
I shall send you myself to the lifeless dark.
This is like my favorite little serene area here. This little hidden stream above Northshire Valley. There are a bunch of great little secluded places in the game. So you got this little camp right here. You know what we should do? We're kind of out of time to do it, but I wouldn't mind visiting some of the scariest places in the game. There's some YouTube videos out there if people have put together like the scariest places in World of Warcraft. It'd be cool to do a little. Maybe next year we'll do a little Hallow's End haunted tour of Azeroth. Every time I see Pyrox flats, I think of Pyrex, like the glassware. Is this where they make the glassware? This is where they pound the sand into glass. Got it. I've been watching some YouTube videos on using the Unity game engine. It has a built-in terrain creator to create world environments, level design kind of thing. And I think I might have a knack for it. I kind of want to jump in there and give it a try. I don't know, though. I get a sense of how it works, I think, from watching the videos. But, you know, I think one of the problems that a lot of the videos I've seen have is they're just too uniform. If you look at all these different kinds of trees and random little doodads placed in the world, logs, and just a lot to make a world come alive. You got to give it some, not just texture in the literal sense, but texture in the storytelling sense. Just random things that are out of place, but you know they're there for some reason. It doesn't matter what the reason is. Like a random wagon placed here and there, that kind of thing. Someone left it there, exactly. Like this little thing. Like you got a little one of these underground mole machines. Something's happening there. All over the place here, actually. Dwarves are busy doing their mining. I think if you remember, in the original game, you couldn't get to this airstrip. You'd fly over it, but you couldn't actually get there. Like, that's the kind of thing I mean. Like, there's something interesting happening, but just to give the game some color. I like how the textures blend. Got snow into the dirt, and then we're immediately down into the wetlands here. Nicely done. I wish I could get my hands on that WoW edit tool. Maybe Blizzard will hire me as a level designer one day. That'd be cool. Oh, there's the boat. Can we catch the boat? Alright, we're gonna up-tempo this and get to the boat here real quick. That's the boat we need, right? That's the one we came from. Let's double check here.
You need something?
Theramore, yep. Okay. On the boat.
Careful.
Let's see what's in the boat here. Sailor Vines, the late... Oh, that's the name of the ship. Okay. Can't you see I'm working here, lass? Off with ya. Afore Kowalski sees me jawing.
Safe travels.
Jawing. This engineer. Repair my stuff. What's this? Oh, Virtuoso inking set. That's for inscription, right?
See you around.
Hey there.
Torgoli works us hard, but he's a good captain.
See you later.
The first mate, Kowalski.
Hey there.
I must keep my eyes on ship and crew, good madam. You must forgive my not pausing to speak with you. That's okay. Abe the cabin boy. Oh, hello. Phased in with someone here. Say hi. You're in a stream. Happy Hallow's End. Alright, let's see here. Where do we leave off? We went down to Mudsprocket already. We said we were going to go over to Feralis. If you look, we have to, in order to get up to Dreamer's Rest, we got to fly around this way anyway. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of hit these flight paths in a little clockwise motion. Then we'll head down to the southern part of Kalimdor. Here we go. And we're off. Dustwallow Bay. Beasel's Wreck. Reminds me of like really rural parts of the country where if you're driving down the highway and you get these random exit names that all have some, there's some story to all of them, but you don't really care because you're just passing through. Look at that pretty sunset on the Barrens tonight. Oh, yeah. Look at that architecture built right into the mountains. Giant thorns. What's the name of this area? Forget. Oh, we're gonna fly through it. How cool. This part doesn't have a name. I guess not. Someone's yelling in Orcish, though. Magnuk Magan. Strangle kelp down there. Okay, so we're flying over 1,000 needles. Which did not used to be flooded, as I mentioned before. We can thank Cataclysm for that. Check this little, I don't know what you'd call that, water funnel. New Thalinar. I think the original Thalinar was flooded. We're in a very green zone now. Feralis. If you like green, Feralis is the zone for you. Woodpaw Hills. Okay, is there an inn here? It doesn't look like it, does it? Nope. We gotta move on. This is the kind of thing I mean, like this random little looking, you know, druid pool here. You know, it's for something. Some magic thing. But we don't know what.
I'm listening.
Okay, so to Tower of Esculon. Sorry, I tend to keep my cursor on the screen even though I'm not really doing anything. I have to get in the habit of getting the cursor out of the way so you guys can just enjoy the scenery. Alright, we've got some... That's a Thunder Bluff thing. Some Tauren artifacts here. Some sort of Tauren landmark. Dire Mall. Okay, Tower of Esculon. I think there's an innkeeper up here somewhere. Maybe not. No? Maybe it was my imagination. Sure don't see one. Nope. I suspect there is no innkeeper here. Okay, off we go to Feathermoon. At this rate, we're not going to get enough tricky treats. Oh, yep, there's the candy bucket. I see it on the map there. Just inside here.
Oh, beauty and blue stuff. That I need in here.
Alright, let's get some candy. Only 2 tricky treats. Got a Worgen mail mask. Should we change masks? Why not? Might as well use some of these. What did we get here? I'm using the undead one. Night Elf mail. Worgen mail. How about the Tauren mail? There we go. We'll be a Tauren for a while. Check it out. I'm a Tauren. Okay. To Dreamer's Rest. Look at how lush this is, though. It's amazing how textured this is, for especially for such simple textures. Like, you can tell this is the old part of the game. Look at these very blocky, two-dimensional textures. Feel like they're just planes. There's no dimensionality to them, but they're crafted in such a way as to make dimensionality. You can see the edge of the planes when you fly by them. It's an interesting technique just to put two-dimensional planes at angles to create three-dimensional shapes. Very effective. And doesn't require, it's not very taxing because you're not actually generating anything three-dimensional. Okay, yep, there's a candy bucket up there. Trick or treat, everyone. Oh, it's a popular little place. Let's open it up. Got a ghoul wand and some more tricky treats. Check out the witches' hats on the, that's kind of a cool screenshot too, isn't it? Yeah, I might as well get that too. I don't think we're going to use that as the screenshot, but you never know. Never know. Might be inspired. Okay, so we're done with Feralis. What's next? I think we'll go over to Silithus, although we might have to change time periods if memory serves, so I don't actually remember which time period I'm in here. Let's check it out. I think you have to be in the past in order for there to be an in there. We recently ran the Encourage, Temple of Encourage raid. Chloe still has to do it because she wants to get the red, whatever that mount is called, the little insect mount that you can only use inside of Temple of Encourage. And I'd love to get the armor set, I just don't know how to complete those quests. I need to read up on and see how to get the items that you need in order to be able to complete them. It's a pretty cool armor set. Let's take a look. It is way down here at the bottom, I think. This one right here. It's pretty simple, but look at those colors. I would not mind having that set. But as you can see, I have none of the appearances for it. Because you don't get the armor from killing the bosses, you get the armor from completing those quests inside the raid. High wilderness. Look at this architecture. Man, it really makes me want to design things like this. World building. It's like, you know, this is where the philosophy of World of Warcraft would have been generated, right here. All these temples. It's like the Acropolis of Warcraft. or some night elf equivalent of Socrates. Philosophizing about all things cosmological that we get to explore in the Shadowlands. So we are in the past, right? Yes, this is the past. Because in the present, there is a giant... this is all... has had some damage to it in Battle for Azeroth. Okay, is there an inn? I think there is, right down here. We need to get down this hill, right? Yeah, the inn's way down here. It's pretty steep. Oh, what's this? Can I turn in anything here? Do I have enough stuff to turn something in? Oh no, encrypted Twilight text. I don't have any of those. There's someone's guild name is Crazy Cat People. The Oasis Inn in the middle of the desert here, yes. Oh, there's a quest here. What is this quest? Desert recipe. Look for information about cooking sandworm meat at the Twilight Hammer Camp west of Cenarian Hold. I might have to take a little detour and do that. What did I get turned into? Another white. It's a different color though. It's a tan. Alright, well let's go, let's do that little quest we just got. Twilight base. I've never seen that quest.
Okay, that's fine. There's greetings, Dave.
Okay, let's see. Learn some sort of cooking recipe here. This book contains several common recipes and a few unusual ones. After browsing through it for a few seconds, you spot a recipe that involves sandworm meat. Bring the torn recipe page to Calendrath at the inn in Cenarian Hold. Wait, Cenarian Hold? Where's Cenarian Hold? Oh, right up here. I was thinking Cenarian Hold like somewhere else. Not, it's close. Good, 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 good. Let's go do that and then we'll get back to our tricky-treating. I always like the texture for these insects flying around the this not a tree. What is it? It's like a ant, some sort of insect colony.
What brings you here?
All right.
Stars guide you. Farewell. Be careful.
Smoked desert dumplings, yes. Okay, he needs a batch of them. We're not going to cook those right now, I don't think.
A shop.
No, we'll come back and do that another time. Nice to learn a new recipe, though. Alright, we were trying to do some trick-or-treating, so let's get back to the flight path. Which is right here somewhere, right? Yep, there it is. And let's go down into Ungoro Crater. I don't know if there are innkeepers at both of these locations. We'll go to Mossy Pile first, but I think the only inn might be at Marshall's Stand. Let's go to Mossy Pile first. Yeah, our cat Starry right behind us, and she's meowing a little bit. She wants tricky treats, clearly. Show how high up we are here above the canopy here in Ungoro Crater. But this is a great example. You can see how these trees were constructed with two-dimensional planes. Smoke and mirrors. Oh yes, Starry, here's the tricky treats. Salmon flavored tricky treats in her case. Kind of stoked to get a new recipe. Smoked desert dumplings. Alright. Yum. Let's see. Is there an innkeeper here? Not at all, is there? Nope. We're gonna have to go to the next flight path.
Yo!
To Marshall's Stand. Fire Plume Ridge, clearly. All that lava. I have happy memories of hanging out in Ngoro Crater in the original game. There's the candy bucket.
Yeah?
See how many treats I get here. I got 7 right now, and now I've got 10. I got a Tauren female mask. There's a horde player here. Where was the flight path, though? It was this way.
Talk to me.
Okay, so we haven't gone up to 1,000 needles yet. So since we have to go to Gadget Zon anyway to get to 1,000 needles, let's go to Gadget Zon. We'll go up to 1,000 needles, and we'll circle down and do the southern part here. So Gadget Zon, here we come. For those cheapskate goblins. If I keep going to all the goblin candy buckets, I'm never going to get to 150. But I am stoked about my new Hearthstone. I didn't notice that one of the toys was a Hearthstone. Return home in the spookiest way possible, it says. In fact, I might try to get a screenshot of the Hearthstone and maybe use that as the in action as the thumbnail for the artwork for the stream. Oh, Tanaris, yes, here we are. Speaking of desert, I also really like Tanaris. I just like these wide open spaces. So pretty. Pretty in its barrenness, its existential barrenness. So many possibilities, so many constraints, all at the same time. Okay, where is the inn? I forget where the inn is here. Yeah, it's up this way. Oh, one thing I have to draw attention to here. For you Star Trek fans, here is Geordi Lapforge, the engineer, wearing his little goggles. Dressed very similar to Geordi LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation, so he's in charge of the transporter. Check him out. Nice little nod to Star Trek there. There's several nods to Star Trek in the game, but that's the one that stands out in my memory the most. Geordi Lapforge. What would I get turned into? Another cat. Open my treats. Hallowed Wand Spider. 13 treats. This character's name is Ophelia. People aren't friendly in the game anymore. People don't say hi. People don't wave. Remember back in the day, people used to do all the kinds of crazy emotes all the time just because. It was new then, of course, but it's still fun. I guess the cat doesn't last very long. It'd be cool if you could run around as a cat for an hour, but... Oh, you know what I should pick up while I'm here? Noggin Fog Elixir. Where's the Noggin Fog? Noggin Fogger. Here we go. Is this where I get the elixir? Yeah, right here. Let's turn ourselves into a skeleton. Since we're right here, might as well. Yeah, let's buy some. Alright, here we go. Noggin Fogger Elixir. Oh, yeah. Check me out. This is a serious rock and roll skeleton here. If I play my guitar, do I stay as the skeleton? No, I don't. I turn back into this thing. Death metal and Halloween here. Death Knight metal. Okay, so this Noggin Fogger Elixir, I better buy a little more.
Yeah, what do you want?
While we're right here. There we go. I got plenty of that now. Here we go.
Hello.
That's more festive. Let's go to Fizzle and Pozik's Speed Barge. At least I get to be my skeleton on my griffin. Yes, this is very, very festive now for Halloween. One of the neatest things I think in the game are the ruins of the raceway that used to be here. If you remember back in the original game, there was a raceway here, and it's buried underwater here. If you dive down there, you can see the remnants of it. Is there an innkeeper here? I'm not sure if we can trick or treat on this barge or... Oh yeah, there is, but is it inside? I really don't recall. It might be up above us. It's not in there, is it? Let's try going up top. Oops. Oh, is it right in here? No, it's down. Huh. I don't see an icon for a candy bucket. It must be in here. I must have just missed it. Nope, not here. I don't think we can trick or treat here. Well, that's so weird. It says it's down below, but then when I go down there, I don't see it. Is it in here, maybe? Nope, that's where we were. I think it's a moot point. I do not think there's a candy bucket here. Let's get out of here.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, so where do we need to go? We went to Gadget Zon. We could do the rest of Tanaris here. Let's go to Bootlegger Outpost. I don't remember if there's an inn there. Yeah, you can kind of see the floating remnants of the raceway, but down below there's some raceway stuff. So sad. Well, we've not got a lot of trick-or-treaters. We had exactly 2, I believe.
5.
What?
It's 5. 2 little kids and 3 teenagers.
2 little kids and 3 teenagers, so 5 total, but two knocks at the door. So, Trick-or-treating is not what it once was, shall we say.
Stupid trunk or treats.
Stupid what?
Trunk or treats.
Trunk or treats? What are trunk or treats?
People deck out their trunks with Halloween decorations and park in a parking lot at like a church, and then the kids go around in a circle and trick or treat at the trunks of cars.
Ah, people park their cars at like church parking lots and trick-or-treat out of the back of people's trunks. People's cars, like out of the truck, bed of the truck or trunk of the car. No fun. You know, it's as lame as like when churches do like harvest festivals instead of Halloween stuff. That's lame. I just think that's the lamest thing. It's Halloween. Lighten up, everyone. Have some fun. Oh, there is one here. Check it out. I didn't think there was going to be one here. Alright, what do we get? Fell taffy. And 2 tricky treats.
Want a candy cigarette?
Do I want a candy cigarette? Is it candy or is it gum?
No, it's nothing. It's gross.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, let's head down to Gunstan's Dig.
Beef gelatin is in the candy cigarettes.
Beef gelatin in the candy cigarettes. Yum. Well, it's just like cow hooves, right?
Dextrose, cornstarch, tapioca, beef gelatin, and artificial flavor.
Because gelatin comes from hooves rather than horses. It comes from cows. But in case you wanted to know, candy cigarettes have beef gelatin in them. So there you go. Sure. Jeopardy factoid for the evening. I'll take candy cigarettes for 800, Alex. What is beef gelatin? Correct. Is there going to be an inn here? I don't think so. This is just a little outpost, isn't it? Okay, yep. Nothing to see here. Actually, there's probably cool things to see. Check out my skeleton. Yeah. That's a kind of a cool screenshot too, isn't it? Here, let's get one there just in case. Okay. Boom.
Well met.
Okay, so we're creeping up on the end of Kalimdor here. We need to go to only 3 left. We have 3 in Oldham. So let's go to Ramkahan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ramkahan? Ramkahan? Ramkahan?
Who knows?
I don't know. Ramkahan. Oh, and Oldham has 2 time periods too, so I need to make sure we're in the past, probably. Might have to scope that out when we get there. Oldham is one of my favorite zones I haven't spent enough time in. I really want to do all the things in Oldham at some point. This little cacti here. Here we go, into the gates of Oldham. The gate of unending cycles. Eternal recurrence of the same. As Nietzsche once said. That's what you get with me, World of Warcraft and Nietzsche. I love the light. Check out the lighting on this skeleton. Okay. Do we have any trick-or-treating here? Are we in the past? Oh, I think we are. There's a candy bucket right there. So we're already in the past. I think I can... Oh yeah, this is the past. Yep. I think they should do that in all the zones. Have at least 2 time periods for each zone. I'm a frog. Got a toothpick. Clean your teeth with the toothpick, giving yourself a sparkling smile. What a lousy treat. Or is it?
That's how you look at it, I guess.
It's in the descriptions what it says. What a lousy treat. Or is it? Okay, let's hop along here.
What can I do for you?
Let's go to Oasis of Virsar, and then we'll go to Schnotz Landing. Last. Nice little callback to Knots Landing, if you recall, the spin-off series from Dallas in the 80s. So, if you didn't wonder what Schnotz Landing refers to, that would be a play on Knots Landing. I don't think you want to go to a goblin resort town. I don't clean the rooms very well. Oh, if you can go way underground there, check that out. Obelisk of the Moon. There we go. Let's get a good view of it. I really gotta learn how to make 3D artwork like that. These little owl statues. Actually, those are owls, those are hawks of some sort. Hawks or falcons of some sort. Okay, Oasis of Virsar coming up. That was pretty colored water.
Good day to you.
Let's go get the candy, and then I might fish for just a second in that that water. Not sure what I can catch here. Okay, handful of treats. I'm a wisp. Let's get a good look at this wisp now that we're in a slightly better lighting for it. Yeah, there you go. Such personality. Okay. Let's do just a little fishing here. A water too shallow? Can you really not fish anywhere here? Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, I can fish as a wisp. Check it out. Don't see my fishing pole, though. What can we catch here? Lava scale catfish. Okay. Good to know. Let's go to Schnotz Landing. Oh, I guess we need to go up here to Blood Mist Isle and Azure Mist Isle as well. So we'll hit those two. Oh, did my Noggin Fog Elixir expire? I'll have to put that back on here in a second. In the meantime, we'll get a nice close-up of me and my mask here. Oop, no, there we go. I have traveled back through time to Oldham immediately following the events of the Cataclysm. Speak with Zidormi or Ronormu again to return to the present. Camels in the desert. Should come train camels with one of my hunters. Battle camels. That would be fun. I really need to go on a hunting expedition on one of my hunters and collect as many random pets as I can. I think you can have up to 200 pets per hunter. I think. I'll zoom out a bit here and get perspective. Just giving everyone a good look at the scenery. Oh yeah, there's the floating, is that one of the raids, I think? Yeah, Throne of the Four Winds. I think. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Way up there, there's a raid. I haven't done that in a while. I should, do some raids. Old raids. Collect some armor set appearances, some transmog runs. This is Schnotz Landing. Happened in Resort Town, clearly. Reserve your room at Schnotz Landing now. Is there trick-or-treating here? Oh. Guest registry? Check it out. No, I don't want to make Schnotz Hostel my new home. I don't even have an innkeeper. They have a guest registry book. Like, check yourself in. Oh, those cheapskate goblins. Look at this. Someone's making away with a sarcophagus here. Check it out. You know, it really is funny to walk around and look at all the little inside jokes and stuff, but this little fake resort town. Schnotz bodyguard. What does he say? We're watching you, human. Is that like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Always watching.
Be good. Yo.
State your business. No accent on that one. State your business, human. What else do we have? Say anything else? No, I guess that's it. How about this one? No. Oh well. Alright, so that is everything in Kalimdor except for Azure Watch, the Exodar, and Blood Watch. So let's go up to Azure Watch. It's going to be a bit of a long flight, so enjoy the ride. Here we go. I'll get to ride this rickety airplane all the way. That'll be fun. How many tricky treats do we have? What's our count at? 17, so nowhere near the next 150 we need to get the next toy in the list. So I don't think we're going to get 150 tonight, but that's okay. Hopefully I'll be around for years to come, and whatever I don't get tonight, I can get in future years. Although it's taken me 17 years to get that first toy, so I don't know. Or however long it's been since Hallow's End was released. It's nice to be able to do a nice casual mellow stream, you know. Oftentimes I have some really specific but fairly immediate goal for streaming, and you know, this kind of thing is great because there's just no fast way to do it. You got to just pour yourself a cup of coffee, start the stream, sit down, enjoy the immersiveness of the game. Look at this vista. Check this out. How could you not love this game? And this is my kind of stream, my way of playing WoW. But I also like games like Myst, you know, just open world exploration games, where the stakes are low. I don't need to be in constant danger all the time. Look at this insect swarm surrounding this building here. Check it out. I don't know if all the particles are coming through in the stream okay because of the resolution settings, but it's so cool. And there's another one up here. Check this out. There you go. You can really see it now. And this little... It's the tornado, Dust Devil. Or is that insects? No, I think that's wind. That's like a funnel cloud with stuff in it. Look at how incredibly organic this is. There is something organic. I almost said orgasmic. Something organic down there. Maybe orgasmic too. Who knows? Some crystals coming out of the ground. You can see why the goblins would be hanging around here. Dwarves too, maybe, with the mining. Back into Ungoro Crater. Oh, Feralis. No, excuse me. Feralis. Wave hi to Azerothian Socrates here. Ruins of Isildian. Like the jet trails that this, not jet trails I guess, but contrails that this airplane is craft. I hesitate to call it an airplane. I guess it's an airplane. This rickety airplane is leaving behind me. Lots of pollution. Even the goblins' airplanes pollute. There's definitely an environmental message to World of Warcraft. I mean, the goblins are like what not to be, right? They rape and pillage and plunder the land, and you don't want to be a goblin. Be a night elf. Even the Taurans are more in harmony with the land. Everyone's more in harmony with the land than goblins. It's kind of cool to see the little contrails and where you've been. It makes it easier to see the flight path. It's kind of neat. I wish you could choose which kind of flying mount you could use for flight paths. I actually like the ones in Legion Dalaran that let you just use a random selection from one of your own mounts. I think that's neat. Good idea. There's waterfalls, hanging vines, two-dimensional trees. Check it out. See the little planes go by. So if you're studying game design and you want to know how to be efficient and make pretty artwork, study this. Two-dimensional planes make a pretty nice tree. Ruins of Ravenwind. Alright, back into Desolus. Although, for years I called it Desolus. And maybe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I've started pronouncing it Desolus. So if anyone actually knows whether it's Desolus or Desolus, that would be very helpful, because I've changed to Desolus in recent years. But yeah, back in the day, it was Desolus. Raging Thunder Lizard. Oh yeah, I forgot the little quest that takes place down in this chasm here. Some ugly brown water. Oh yeah. Not safe to drink, I dare say. So I think once I finish up trick-or-treating on Azure Mist Isle and Blood Mist Isle, I will probably call it a stream. Because I don't think I'm actually going to get to 150 before tomorrow. It's already, it's already 9 o'clock here. So that means those toys are going to have to wait until next year. And that's okay. I'd have something to shoot for. Hope everyone's been enjoying this fairly casual Halloween, Hallow's End live stream, though. I haven't had much deep to say. Just nice to chill and have a cup of coffee and hang out with you fine people. I'm sorry I'm not keeping an eye on the chat. I just don't have 2 monitors right now. So if you're saying hi, I really do care about you, and hope everyone's enjoying the stream and appreciate everyone's comments and thoughts and ideas and suggestions. I promise to look at them later. Hope that doesn't turn you off from the channel. I really do want to start building out this Yogurt Box channel more, though. My day job, I'm an instructional designer and content author and philosophy teacher and other things. But, you know, content creation is my thing, and Warcraft is my constant companion for 17 years now, so it's fun to actually be making some content, however uneducational my World of Warcraft content might be. I hope it's just fun to get together and enjoy some time playing the game and explore and chit-chat a little bit, and hope everyone finds it valuable. Not in any deep sense, just in the sense of sharing the world together that we all love, this World of Warcraft. Although I've started playing, if you saw yesterday, we did a live stream of Genshin Impact, and Chloe and I are starting to play some Genshin Impact. She has been playing for a long time and has wanted me to get into it, and I have to say, it's a very good game. Really enjoying it. So expect some more Genshin Impact content as well. We've done exactly 2 Genshin Impact streams, but really want to flesh that out as well. Totally different crowd. The people that comment on the World of Warcraft streams are a different crowd than people who comment on the Genshin Impact streams. Let's see. Trying to see which way we're going here. Are we gonna... When do we turn left and go across the ocean? Should be soon. It's right over here, right? Let's zoom out a little bit. The Veiled Sea. The Zoram Strand. More architecture, ruins. Yep. This is where the philosophical action in the game was happening millennia ago, judging by these ruins. Check out the lightning inside this tornado thing here. I guess a tornado. It's not a hurricane. It's more of a tornado. Funnel cloud. I'm gonna try to get not a screenshot, but just a nice shot of it. You admire the artwork. It's so easy to not take time to admire the artwork in the game. You got to. People put time into this. Someone spent time making that funnel cloud. You gotta admire it. The random lightning effects are pretty neat. Check that. What is that? Is that a tree? Yeah, those are trees flying around. Look. There they go. There it was. Things that are broken because of cataclysm here. Oh yeah, ruins of Alberdine. Oh, that was such a nice little town. I'll have to go check that out in WoW Classic and remind myself what it looked like before the cataclysm. Sunken ships. Something down there. What is that? Strangle kelp. Guess we're gonna go all the way up to Lord Danelle and then over. Was there a quest out there? There was. Wow, how did I not notice there's a quest out there? I'll have to go back and check that out. Okay, now we're probably heading over to... What's the first one? Somewhere in Azure Mist Isle. Or do we head over to Teldrassil first? Oh yeah, we get the loading screen because we change expansions, that's right. Glad we keep the same flight path mount, though. Needless to say, this does not go with the aesthetic of this expansion. Moongray's Woods. Grazing by the light of the moon. When we land, we're going to drink some more Noggin Fogger elixir. See what happens. Either turns into a skeleton. I think maybe one of them turns into a small skeleton. I think, maybe? I forget. It's been a while since I've used it. Soon? Oh yeah, I see the icon for a candy bucket here. Let's drink our Noggin Fogger elixir. Oh yeah, hello, we're a skeleton. What happens if I drink it again? Oh, I guess it's just a skeleton. I've stopped breathing. Oh, this way. Wait, is it inside somewhere? Oh, right here, I see. Hello. Oh, I didn't open my last one, did I? Nope. Let's open it. Pirate, yes. What am I now? Ninja, yes. Let's go to the next flight path. Only 2 more, I think, and I'm not sure if both of them have
Warm wishes to you.
inns and candy buckets. Exodar probably will, right? I would think so. The Exodar is so cool. Crashed Draenei alien spaceship. Turned into a city. Doesn't really look like a spaceship to me, though. Okay, I do not, for the life of me, remember where the inn is here inside the Exodar, so we might have to look at the map or talk to a guard or something to that effect. Yeah, I don't see it on the map, so let's talk to a guard. Hello. We want to go to the inn, which is up this way, maybe. Let's look at the map. Oh yeah, just right up this way and up. I think. Or is it down there and up? Oh, I get so turned around in this. Oh, it looks like it's up. I get turned around in the Exodar. It's like if you were trying to make the least linear city possible, this is what you would make. So it's inside here? Is that right? Oh, someone put a buff on me? Oh, it wasn't those guys. Okay, someone did. I don't know who. Hello everyone, you're all on a stream and you have no idea. Hold on, we'll ask everyone to say hi. Say hi, everyone. You're in a stream. Happy Hallow's End. No one cares. No one wants to say hi. Let's bow before the priest here. Someone's guild name is... Oh, they're not their guild name, their character name. Arise, chicken. Zarsu has waved at me. Say hi to your fans. Worshippers. Hiya's. Thanks for the blessings against the spirits, the spooky spirits on Hallow's End. Do a little ninja Macarena here. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, let's do a little trick-or-treating. What did we get? Pyroblast cinnamon. Oh yeah, let's have some of the cinnamon balls. There we go. Like those. You could even stack them. Look, if you eat the spearmint candy, and you eat the nerds, and you eat, what's the one that makes you smart looking? I don't know if I have any more of those actually. The fell taffy? Yeah, there we go. Check it out. Alright. There we go. Maybe I should try to get a screenshot just of this. This is so wacky looking. Get a couple screenshots, why not? There we go. Okay. Enough goofing around. Let's go. I think we have one more to get, right? Check us out. We have eaten all the candy here. Yes. Good times. Good times. Okay, how do we get to the flight path? It's down, right? Yep. We are sick on candy here. Let's go to Blood Watch, Blood Mist Isle, and this should be the last one of the evening, I believe. So what do we have? We've got 23 tricky treats, nowhere near enough to get the next toy. We'll have to do this again next year. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it tomorrow. I think Hallow's End ends tomorrow at... Yeah, tomorrow at 11 a.m. But then Day of the Dead begins tomorrow, so that's fun. We'll try to do some Day of the Dead stuff. Silting Shore. It's a silt here. It sounds like Chloe may be home with her own bag of candy, speaking of tricky-treating. Take the parent tax here soon. I wonder what kind of candy she found me. I'm shameless. I have good teeth, though. I've only had one cavity ever in 44 years. My grandmother didn't have a cavity until she was in her 70s, so... But when I moved to Idaho, they apparently don't put fluoride in the water here, so I have to be extra careful about brushing my teeth well. Which I do anyway. I've got good habits in that regard, but yes, I got a cavity shortly after moving to Idaho. And they had to put a cap on one of my teeth. It was a bad cavity, so I had a root canal, the whole shebang. So much for my record there, I guess. Alright, Chloe is home with her own bag of tricky treats.
I don't want you drinking it.
Wow, that's quite a bag of candy there.
Uh-huh. I don't want you drinking it because it's not good for your stomach.
We're gonna have to dump out her bag of candy and scope this out here soon. Let's see what we get. Parent
Did we
packs.
get anybody else?
No.
Yeah.
No one else came. We had exactly 2 knocks at the door. I don't think anyone. It's already 9:13 here, so I don't think anyone else is coming. But you never know.
I feel bad because the neighbors upstairs, I hope they like Milano cookies. Did they tell you what they did?
Oh, since we're in the exit hour, or not in the exit hour, we're in.
They have these.
Wow.
The neighbors upstairs.
Oh, so they were big bags of Milanos.
Yes.
And they're
Wow.
just sitting in a cauldron.
Well, that's generous of them.
Please take one, and I'm like,
Please
man,
take. Not, I think you meant like take a little pack of Milanos, like a
no,
big thing of
it's a
Milanos.
that cauldron I have, that black cauldron I have,
Mm-hmm.
that is the size of the cauldron full of those. And I'm like, man, they've got a lot of Milano cookies. And
Chloe,
I'm
check
like,
it out.
great.
Check it out, Chloe. I'm streaming, by the way, but check it out, Chloe. I'm a cat, and I've eaten all the candy, so I got all these floating things above my head. Oop, not a cat anymore.
So yeah, that big giant cauldron full of Milano cookies.
There was
Okay.
this really nice doggo, and we got to pet it, and it was so
Hearing
soft.
all the, I don't. You guys can probably hear if you're listening to the stream. Chloe is telling us about all the things she encountered
You
while
wanna
trick or
see the
treating.
loot?
Yeah, of course I want to see the loot. You can describe it because we're streaming right now. What are you gonna give me?
You can dig through it yourself.
I can dig through. Oh, I got
No.
carte blanche to dig through it. All right.
Just gonna go dump it out in my drawer.
All right. So that is
No.
all the trick or treating spots in Kalimdor.
Just make sure that none of it's open.
Me and Megan already went through it with her sister.
I could do a little more in
You need to open
Outland.
the door.
We've done quite a bit already.
Step right there.
Oh, there's Zarsu again.
I want to dump it out in the drawer so it's not sitting in the bag and falling over.
You're gonna go to bed. So
Well, can I take some to school tomorrow and see if my teachers want some?
no,
Let's
your
see.
teachers have some, like we do.
Some people are boring and gave up fruit snacks.
Someone gave you fruit snacks?
Some candy I've never heard of before.
Hearing all the Halloween drama here.
More candy. I've
The ups
never
and
heard
downs
before.
of receiving Halloween candy.
And
Give us the
this
highlights
is some
here.
real gold here.
Sugar wafers. Wow, I like those things actually. I do. I better not take them.
My Hershey's. I can see you eyeing them.
I'm kind of running around here in the game, but I'm actually eyeballing Chloe's candy.
Mom says I shouldn't drink this. Hey Mom, you want some of my Swedish fish? I'm right here and you don't have to yell at me. I thought you were down the hall.
Each day.
I'm Swedish. I'll take Swedish fish. I actually like the Swedish salt licorice. I don't particularly care for Swedish fish.
Take.
Oh, peanut M&Ms. There we go.
We'll pull out what you don't want.
All right, we are done in Kalimdor, so I'm gonna get us back to Stormwind. And then I think we'll probably call it an evening here. We'll see. So
Yeah.
let's see. We'll go to Rutherin Village and go to Darnassus and then back to Stormwind.
Not right now.
Maybe we'll do a couple of Hallow's End quests before we, some of the daily quests before we call it a stream.
These look so good.
Yeah.
I've never had them before.
Yeah,
They look
one of
so
our
good.
neighbors was giving away big bags of Milanos
In a giant cauldron, like a ton
in a
of
giant cauldron.
A ton of
What-
like
You said there was
whole
a sign
bunch.
saying, please only take one. don't take all the Milanos.
But it,
What is that? What did you put on my head? Oh, it's one of those
It's a glow stick.
glow
crown.
stick crown. There you go.
given that they only got the same trick-or-treaters, so 5 bags were taken.
Mm-hmm.
the rest of that cauldron is full of bags. Of
Wow, they
Milano
better like
cookies.
Milanos out there. Maybe we can snag some Milanos. Maybe they'll just be kind and walk down and give us some Milanos. I won't turn them away.
Wow.
Do you want a little glow stick crown?
Actually, I much prefer salty snacks, but I do like Halloween candy, of course, like everyone. I'm content with that little mini pack of peanut M&Ms, though.
I've never tried those.
You can put that in the drawer.
Okay. Can I put the wafers in the drawer? There's like 2 packs of them in there.
I'm gonna see what we got.
What was funny? So we found 2 cursed pieces of candy. There was a Tootsie Pop without a stick, and a Warhead, like a Warhead. It wasn't opened, but the candy was just gone.
Wait, cursed pieces of candy?
Yes,
What
we
does
call
that
them
mean?
cursed.
So just ones that are not manufactured correctly?
They're really weird. So there was a Tootsie Pop without a stick.
Wow. Holy
We found-
candy.
We found a ring pop without a ring. Like they weren't opened or anything. The Tootsie Pop stick was gone. The ring pop ring was non-existent.
For you viewers at home, there's a ton of
I don't
candy
like
at our
cookies,
table
so I
right
have
now.
those.
You don't like? I thought you didn't
No,
like
I
the
like
peanut.
those.
You like the
You
peanut.
like
Yeah.
peanut M&Ms now? Okay.
Okay.
There's candy sorting going on here. I know this is not the most riveting subject for a World of Warcraft stream, but it is what's happening.
A Warhead package that was just air. Like it hadn't been opened, but there was no Warhead in it.
Yeah, sometimes there are errors, with manufacturing errors, where they get an empty package or something like that.
I wonder if I could take a pack of the Milano cookies to my botany teacher. Because she loves cookies.
Okay, let's go into Darnassus and get back to Stormwind, and we'll do a few of the Halloween quests.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if
That's a
anyone
lot of
didn't have
Swedish
a light
fish.
on them already, they would
They're
hand
not
you
all
a glow
Swedish
stick and be
fish.
like, stay safe.
Ooh.
I want to keep the ring pops.
What's that? What did you go
I've never
ooh
had
about?
those.
You have had that.
No,
What are they?
We had it's a chocolate wafer, but it's they're like they're Italian.
Oh, Italian little wafer cookies. All right.
No, leave it here. I'm
Ew,
not.
I got a pixie stick.
I threw it in there. It's
Ew.
from my box of candy. No?
Okay, we'll just toss it. They're just tubes of sugar.
Yeah. Most
Like,
of this is just sugar.
I love them.
It's all sugar.
Like, it's all sugar,
No,
Chloe.
but like, I loved them as a kid, but then they stopped selling them at Friday Treats because they caught a kid snorting one.
Okay, we're just gonna head over
done.
back to
And then they
Stormwind
also
here.
stopped giving us Smarties at school too, because the kid crushed up some Smarties and snorted it. Or
Someone's
there's-
guild name is
there's always
Wonton
some
Soup.
people who like, they'll like find candies and then just crush them up and try snorting them, or like they'll crush up like they'll crush up Smarties and act like they're smoking them. Can you just dump the rest in my drawer when you're done?
I will.
Okay. We'll do one of the fun little quests real quick. We'll do like the stink bomb in the Undercity, that kind of thing. Just get the last couple tricky treats here for the year.
Ain't you a chipper looking
We'll use the bonfire in front of the Wicker Man.
The sky is dark. The fire burns. You strive in vain as fate's wheel turns.
I got a bad feeling.
Just one tricky treat for that.
Today. Any friend of Greymane is a friend of
Use the
mine.
dowsing agent on the Wicker Man on the ruins of Lordaeron. I think that might have to wait till
You're
next
bound
time.
by
That takes a little
common
while.
Hey there.
Alright, stink bombs away. We'll do that and then we'll call it a night here. Let's go.
See you later.
Talk to Gertrude Fenlow.
We will see you around.
And I'm ready. Let's fly to the Undercity. And let's see if we can get a good screenshot inside the Undercity here too. This is very festive, isn't it? get a screenshot of this green slime here. Fell stuff inside the Undercity.
Reese's.
Ton of Reese's peanut butter cups, apparently. Here's the green stuff.
Lots of Skittles.
Okay, let's do this. Let's throw some stink bombs. I like to try to get the stink bombs in places that, you know, other people aren't going to normally try to get them in. Like inside the tunnel here. Way in these back corners. As far back in there as we can get it. Leave everyone wondering how the heck did they get it in there. Alleyways. Way up there. Got some candy divvying going on right now. Chloe gets a lot, but we get some.
Real quick.
She doesn't like dark
I have.
chocolate.
I do.
Oh, you do?
You like dark chocolate now?
Milky Ways.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a Milky Way.
Okay.
I don't care what kind of chocolate a Milky Way is. If it's a Milky Way, I'm gonna eat.
No, it's funny. I'm not a huge fan of Milky Ways. They're okay. I like Snickers a lot better.
There's a couple funny stories that I have to share.
You wanna share them with the group here?
So,
Chloe's got a couple funny Halloween trick-or-treating stories, so while I'm doing this, she's gonna narrate.
so the first one, we were walking behind another group of trick-or-treaters that had like a few small kids, and like one of the small kids goes, "There's people following us," and starts running away.
From you?
Yeah.
You're old enough to be frightening now?
I don't know. I mean, I was wearing a mask and stuff, so, like, I might have looked scary to a small kid. And then there was...
Well, you're not tall, but you're taller than small kids. You know?
And then there was this other house we went to, and right after we said trick or treat, she looks at us and just narrows her eyes. And she has, like, a unicorn horn on.
Mm-hmm.
And she, like... bends over like she's bowing or something and just charges at us and then stands up and is like, "I failed to get you," and hands us some candy, and then we leave.
Okay.
And then shortly
quite the
after
adventure?
we left that house, there was like a bunch of like teenagers, we're guessing they were all guys, dressed up as bushes. And
Bushes?
no,
Like the
they
Bushman
were
in San
dressed
Francisco?
up like bushes. And they, like, looked at us and was like, "Bush Gang, follow us on Twitter." And then, like, we're walking away, and
Bush
we kind of
Gang.
look back and, like, are laughing a little bit. And one of them points at Megan, points to another guy, and is like, "This guy likes you." And then we're all
Uh-huh.
just laughing and go our separate ways.
I see. Sounds like quite the adventure.
Yeah.
No, it's just with moving and seeing what you got here.
Okay, we're gonna clean up these Stormwind stink bombs here with the Arcane Cleanser.
Before I go to bed, can I eat this?
You can eat that with the watermelon.
Yeah. The watermelons are the best out of all of them.
Always takes a minute to
Like
clean
one
up
regular,
these
one
stink
watermelon,
bombs.
and the other ones you can throw away or something.
There's one.
And if there's any daddios or anything you want to know, you can take it.
Daddy knows.
I don't know. I could have sworn I got one. Maybe I gave it to Megan.
Like you have a bit of honey.
Ooh, is that
I don't
one of
want
those
those.
sun-kissed fruit gems? Oh, I like those.
Did you happen to find an orange one of those in there?
Nope, just the yellow.
I had an orange one.
Sun-kissed fruit gems. That's the gold standard
Oh.
right there.
Wait, no, I was thinking of this.
Was it crackle?
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Chuckles? Even in the chuckles, is that considered
I tried one of these.
I will gladly take the fruit gem, yes.
They're like high chews.
Oh.
They're like high chews, but a little bit better, but I still don't like them.
What are these? I got
They're like high chews,
soft,
but
like
better.
high chews, okay. Soft punch, okay. A little remnant of
They
the
were in my
arcane
40s
cleanser there.
candy.
Oh yeah, we were gonna check out the drink vendors and see if there's any Halloween specific food or drink to get.
Yes, no.
Check out this pumpkin.
Yes. The blue ones are the only ones I like anymore.
Okay, what do we need? 3 more of these or 4? 2 more. 2 more now.
Two the same.
Yeah, they're my favorite flavor.
Alright. You kind of hope, but you don't need a ton, so. Because you're also.
Okay, there's the stink bomb.
I want to keep the ones.
And there's the last one, I think.
The thick ones are too thick.
Okay,
I don't need a ton.
let's go turn that in.
Airheads.
I want to keep the.
What one? Okay. Can you
What are those?
Blue raspberry airheads.
Oh, yeah, I don't care for airheads.
Because remember, you don't need a crap ton. Gum.
Yeah.
What are those M&Ms in the red package there?
The watermelon flavored ones?
Yeah.
These are peanut butter.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Those ones are mine.
I prefer Reese's Pieces.
How many times do I buy you peanut butter M&Ms?
I actually really
for
like
your
Reese's
cereal?
Pieces. Did you get any Reese's Pieces at all?
Yes.
All right.
Do you want the Reese's Pieces or no?
Quick, don't take my Reese's Pieces. No.
Let's see, how many bags of Reese's Pieces are there?
There should be 3 of them.
There's 3. But look how many... Okay, seriously? You don't need a ton.
Yeah, you have so much candy. This will last for a year for sure.
Not that long.
I will spare everyone the sound of my eating Reese's Pieces in your ear, so.
You know what? One of these.
But as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm popping open some Reese's Pieces.
One of these. I don't care if I have both. I just want one.
Okay, I don't know if there's a food or drink vendor over here, but if there is a Halloween food or drink vendor, I would love to see what we've got. Because we had the grog already that turns us into a spectral pirate. Let's see, we got mask vendor. Oh, it's just literally just masks. We've got the wand vendor.
I'll take one.
Nope, just wands.
Banana.
Pet
The
vendor.
strawberry is okay.
Just pets. Got all those pets. Do we have a food or drink vendor over here? Let's get our tricky treats for completing that quest.
Would you throw in there other bigger ones away?
Can I at least keep the blue and red?
Anything by the Wicker Man?
I don't care about the green, but I love the blue and red ones.
Look how much stuff you
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, now.
You know what? I'll take 2 red, 2 blue.
Okay. With what you're taking, A, you ask. B, you are next. And
Maybe we'll check down at Elwyn Forest here real quick.
2, a day.
What if they're small ones?
I
Like one of these.
will consider maybe more. Actually, you can have 3. 3 a day, okay? Okay. Your licorice.
Okay.
These twisters.
I'll take 2.
I think there's a daily quest or 2 down in Elwyn Forest here. We might as well do those as well and get some last minute tricky treats.
2 of these, but I get tired.
It's like that last house on the end of the street that has the light on still. That's what we're doing right now in the game. The last house in Elwyn Forest.
Okay. You didn't get any Snickers.
No Snickers at all?
Oh, you give them to Megan?
Yeah,
Oh.
I traded them with Megan because we were trading candies.
What'd she
'Cause
give
I
you?
love the Milky Ways, so I traded them. I had like 2 Snickers, and I traded them for the Milky Ways.
Okay, here's where the action is. I'd love to kill some Horde players here with my nerds, but
Bring them over here.
I'm really bad at that, and I don't see any horde players over here anyway. Okay, let the fires come. Put out all the village fires. Okay, let's do that real quick.
I've never had one of these.
You want the golden delicious or the red apple? You probably like the red apple. Or the red apple.
Lots of action going on here. Where are the village fires? I don't see any fires. Buildings on fire? If not, I'll abandon the quest, but... Or did I not accept it? Oh, I didn't accept it.
I'm gonna take that one because it's in the
Safe travel.
There we go.
Shelter your weak, your young, and your old. Each of you shall
4
pay the
suckers
final sum.
or 4
Ah, here we go.
dun dun.
Okay, let's put out some fires.
And I love the cherry and the.
This is actually kind of tricky because the fires above drop ashes on the fires below.
So it depends on which one you're looking for. You're maxed out at 3 today.
Far away.
That's it. Okay. Kit Kats?
Yeah, I'm not getting any credit for these, I don't think. Not sure why that is.
No. They lean white. They like the white reasons.
If I don't get the hang of this, I will just abandon it. Not
You
important.
want to throw these to give to Megan? She likes Kit Kats? Sure.
Well, a couple people are saying they're not getting credit. Maybe it's bugged right now.
And she likes Kit Kats. Can we get a little bag and put them in for her?
Who likes Kit Kats?
Megan. She
Megan likes Kit
loves
Kats, okay.
Kit Kat. Like, I had like 10, no, like over 10 Kit Kats, and she didn't want the wafers.
So
But I
break
didn't
her up.
really want that many Kit Kats, so I traded most of my Kit Kats for another pack of the wafers.
Break her off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, huh? Yeah. I
And
don't think we're getting
had
credit
a
for that, so we're gonna
king-size
abandon
Twix,
that. I don't know. It might be
but I
bugged.
traded it for all her dum-dums.
Or maybe we just have to keep doing it. It's not actually keeping track.
That's not really, white chocolate? No, that would not be good. I don't care about the ones in the regular packaging because they always get squished super easily.
Do you want your bat?
Yeah.
Sky is dark.
Do you want the mini one?
Burns. You strive in
The
vain.
minis?
Fate's will
Yeah.
turn.
There must be a specific number of these we need, but I don't actually know.
Can I snatch a last banana after that?
My spurs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Grab a couple things from there too.
let's see here. There's a fire way up there. Let's
Do you
get
want
that
any more
one.
Reese's? Peanut butter cups?
No, I get tired of them after a few of them. And I already grabbed the ones in the golden wrapping, so.
There's a big giant bag of candy.
Maybe we literally need to put out all the fires and we're just not very efficient at this. So we can't put them out fast enough. Or maybe I have to put out one of each kind of fire in each location. It's not totally clear what the rules are here. There's a fire right there. Nope, someone got it. Any more over here? Yep, there sure are.
And I would put these in my backpack for Megan.
That's for Megan.
I am gonna do this pumpkin right here though. Give this to the costumed orphan matron.
How are you?
Smash the
Real
pumpkin.
quick, I want to put on my Chromebook and check my
Safe
MacBook.
travels.
She should have put in the new scores by now.
No, you need to get that. Sorry, you need to do it using your backpack.
Nah. Just people with my grandmothers. I might make myself
Well,
a
I think I'm gonna abandon this quest putting out the fires. It doesn't seem to be working correctly, so let's abandon that. I'm gonna use my new Hearthstone. We're gonna come over here, find a nice little isolated spot.
Yeah, there was this really nice doggo that we met, and it was a
Right there.
puzzle. I think it was like a puzzle.
And we're gonna hit the Hearthstone, hide the screen, and get a screenshot of it.
Really, really nice kitty too. And Megan kind of kneeled down. No joke, that thing jumped right into her lap and instantly started purring. And then it licked her too.
All right. On that note, I think we're going to call it a stream here. Thanks for tuning in as we did some tricky-treating in World of Warcraft. We're literally on Halloween. Got a pile of candy in front of us in the game, pile of candy in front of us in real life, so we are living in a life of abundance here. So everyone have a great evening. Happy Halloween, happy Hallow's End, and thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe, and tune in next time. Take care.